After watching Red Bull on track, one thing is pretty noticeable. Does this car look familiar to you? If yes, then take a look at last year's Mercedes. Not the updated one, but one from earlier season that did not work well without the full side pods. Now take a look at the upper section of RB20. That high engine cover is very obvious now with deeply dished sections under the Red Bull logo. Then around this section there's a clear bulge in upper section, so the Red Bull moved away from the lower lip bulge that other cars copied. However, Red Bull have retained that front pull rod suspension that was good already and an obvious choice of Newey. Now if you have a look at this section of Red Bull, it is very similar to last year's Mercedes concept. One of the distinctive concepts from Mercedes design was the vertical cooling slot. Initially, Red Bull didn't have a cooling slot at all, but then Red Bull revealed the car and didn't let anyone know the details. Also, we didn't know what is actually going on in this part of the car. Now you can see that additional cooling system behind Verstappen's helmet. This can allow more airflow that can allow drivers to go more extreme. On the contrary to Mercedes driver last year when they had to move drivers forward in this car closer to the front axle, which Mercedes driver really hated. But what are the Red Bulls doing with the side pods? That's the question everybody is wondering about since the launch. We can have a look at that now in the garage. You can see very clearly that there are two separate inlets. There's a vertical slit as well here. That was actually in the last year's Ferrari as well, but here's that additional inlet. The two cooling systems work in addition to the cooling system that one behind. That's the genius arrangement done by Newey, which Mercedes was missing last year. It will be very interesting to see if Red Bull makes that work because Mercedes failed to do so that last year.